Welcome to Global Indy. I'm Jane Gelhausen, Director of International and Cultural Affairs for the City of Indianapolis. Mayor Ballard is passionate about making Indy a welcoming and inclusive city that is recognized worldwide. This Global Indy segment is designed to highlight Indy's international initiatives. Today we are featuring our local hometown company, Eli Lilly. With me is Erin Huntington, Vice President, International Corporate Affairs. Welcome, Erin.
Hi, Jane. Good to see you.
Yeah, today, Lilly has really changed over the years, and it's a very international company today. Can you tell me a little bit about how it first started to take its steps to go international, and what are the reasons for that?
Yes, definitely. Well, Lilly has changed a lot since it was first founded here in 1876, and at the time, Colonel Eli Lilly had 3 employees, and he had a mission to really pursue good science and bring medication to people who needed them. And that mission still stays with us today. We expanded very early as an international company, and in fact opened our first business outside of the U.S. in the early 1900s. In 1884, we started selling product outside of the U.S., and I brought an interesting photo with me today. I hope that you can show the viewers. This is a picture from 1928 of J.K. Lilly, who was the leader of our company then, and he is opening our first business in Shanghai. We were the first American company, pharmaceutical company, to have an official office in Shanghai, China. So from the beginning, the Lilly family was very interested in other cultures and outreach and really pursuing that vision of trying to get medicines to patients all over the world.
Wow, that's really terrific. Which countries today are most significant for you in your international strategy, and why?
Well, I should start by saying that we sell products now in 125 countries around the world. So literally just about everywhere you can imagine, we try to make Lilly products available. In terms of market size, which is a focus for us, some of the countries that are the most important would be the US, Japan, China, major Europe, and then we're working a lot in Brazil and in Russia as well. So we're very committed to those markets because they offer us a great chance to bring medicines to people who need them. We also have, and I did bring with me a slide that shows a picture of the globe with all of Lilly's presents with little dots, which I think is interesting. We actually have manufacturing facilities in 13 countries, and we research medicines with formal facilities in 8 different countries in the world. So those are also very important to us in terms of places that we have investment. And I guess the final thing I would say, because it is an important part of what we do as a company, several years ago we committed to doing more work in the global health arena. So right now we're partnering in some countries such as India, South Africa, Brazil, to work with governments and with stakeholders and policymakers there on how to solve difficult disease issues. For example, around diabetes or tuberculosis. We're really trying to say what are solutions that could help those governments and stakeholders get to better health care for their citizens. So that's not a core part of the business, but it's a very important part of our international reach.
Wow, lots of different ways that you guys are international. I think people would be surprised by how many employees that you actually employ outside the United States. So can you talk a little bit about your employee base?
I can. We have 39,000 employees globally. About 60% of those are actually outside of the U.S. So yes, we do have a big global footprint from an employee standpoint. I am happy to say that we also have a huge footprint in Indiana. And of our employees in Indiana, we have about 10,000 in Indianapolis. So as well, our ability to reach globally as a company impacts our ability to also be very present in Indiana, which I think is a great story.
Great. So now tell me why you think it's important for Indianapolis to be focused as an international city.
You know, Indianapolis is a global city. That is for certain. And I really recognized this a couple of years ago. I grew up in Indiana, in the southern part of the state, but I lived away for a long time. I lived actually in London for about 5 years working for Lilly. And when it was time to move home to Indianapolis, I thought, oh my goodness, can I make a transition from a very cosmopolitan city? And in fact, the transition has been seamless. I am so impressed every day by this city, and I really feel it when I go into work, because Lilly employs people from all over the world, as well as people from Indianapolis and Indiana. But you can really feel a big sense of diversity, a difference of opinions and ideas and cultural backgrounds that make a difference for Lilly, and I believe, therefore, hopefully make a good difference for Indianapolis and for what we're able to do as a city.
Great. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. It is pretty amazing how Lilly has transformed itself over the years to be a very global company today. And we just really also appreciate what Lilly does for our community here in Indianapolis and also worldwide. So thank you very much.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to see you and Mayor Ballard doing all of this great work for the city. So thank you so much.
Great. You're welcome. Thank you for joining us for this segment of Global Indy. Indy's global diversity touches all aspects of life. We engage the world through business, arts, sports, international students, our food, festivals, and more. To learn about how you can be part of Indy's global community, sign up for our newsletter at indy.gov, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter. Thank you for joining us today, and we'll see you next time.